That's good. So if you guys don't mind, do you guys have anything else at all? Because I know Joey's probably like super dead tired, so I'd like to go through my Instagram training real quick. So if you guys think of anything, go ahead and write it down, write a note, something like that, and then you can ask. So I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible, but I went through a training course on Instagram, so I just kind of wanted to show you what I've learned and what I've done. And let me just get my screen here. Oh, I don't even need to do that. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen first. It's kind of a neat ninja trick here. Then I'm going to... Cool, huh? Can you guys see that? My phone? It's kind of fun.
I can't figure out how to get mine to work.
It takes a couple of minutes for me, too, so... I think there's a delay since I'm on... I may have to refresh. Hold on a second. How do you refresh? Not restart. Oh, there we go. Okay. So so everything that I touch on my phone, you guys are gonna see there's gonna be probably a delay. But let me try to open up my Instagram. If not, I just have to go on computer. Okay, delay fish. Finding Nemo. Anyone? Finding Nemo, delay fish? Okay. So I have 2 Instagrams now. I told myself I would never do 2 Instagrams for business, and that's still true. This Katie Stage is business, okay? And I'm gonna scroll down or hit that, and I'm gonna show you my other one. Wait for it. And wait for it. There it is. So this is just all the pictures that I've taken through my travels, and there's no link. I'm not selling anything. This is my testing Instagram account where I'm trying to test and tweak on how to make my Instagram account look eye appealing. Okay, because when people come to your page, it's gonna have to pop and make it look balanced. And that's also my OCD-ness maybe. But I just like to have it balanced. But my other one isn't as balanced because I don't really care, I guess. But I'm just testing it on my other one. So first of all, I'm going to go through real quick the 5 keys to monetize your Instagram. And I do plan on writing a blog about this so you don't have to try to scribble down. Okay, so you guys can go back to that blog and look over this information. There's 5 keys to monetize your Instagram. So basically the purpose of the Instagram is to connect and convert, right? So we do know the 3 C's. There's the create, capture, convert, but this is basically connecting with people and you're converting them, whether it's give it a free product, whether it's, you know, getting them to get into your funnel or something like that, or buy a product from you or whatever it is. Basically you are connecting with people, and your goal as a business Instagram is to connect with them. So what I have here on my Instagram, you can see that I have a connect button. Okay, you can do this when you verify your fan page. Okay, when you verify your fan page, you can have that really cool connect button, which looks really more professional. And I don't know if anybody has done that yet, but I don't know, I'm going to open up, whoops, I don't know what that is. Can I open up chat? I don't know if anybody says anything, I can't read the chat. So you can unmute.
Can you hear me, Katie?
Yeah.
Where was that connect button?
You have to verify your fan page, connect it with your Instagram in order to get that connect button.
Do you have it?
I don't have the training. I think I looked on YouTube for that, and it'll go through the training, and I can maybe put it on my blog if I can find it again, so I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you don't have it on yours right now?
Right. No. Well, I do.
Okay.
You can see that on my business page here, the Katie Stage. I have the connect, But if I go to my other Instagram, it doesn't have that. It just, I don't know what it looks like in you know, because I'm at my own account. I don't know what it looks like, but there's no way that anybody can connect with me, right?
Okay.
So when somebody clicks on that connect button, I'll just show you.
Please do.
So they can either go email or, well, get directions, I guess. I don't know what that is. There it is. So they can email me, they can connect with me, and it's just another extra step that they can actually reach out to me if they don't want to do a personal, you know, message or whatever.
Okay,
So
got it.
here's the 5 keys. So basically, number 1 is to basically pre-select your Instagram profile. Like, as in, you know, you have to know that, oh no, basically your bio is what I'm trying to say, is like, if you want to go pro, your bio should be about everybody else but you, okay? It's not about you. I think you guys know that already. But just like Facebook, what I teach on Facebook is that you're trying to solve a problem right away, and just like a blog, when somebody lands on your blog, they know that they're in the right place. When they land on any social media site, you're going to have that header that says you're in the right place. This is what I can do for you. Attraction marketing, content creation, brand expert, lead magnet, coach, right? I'm thinking about getting rid of that coach, and I don't know exactly what word I want to put, but I basically push people out of their comfort zone and visit my website, and there's my website that I have there. I use the word free just to get them in there, and I talk about the free training or the free coaching, and that's this Saturday night workshop, right? Because we don't charge for this. So I talk about that, and they have to invest in in my recommended marketing system. So that's how they're going to get the free coaching. Basically, Instagram is an online magazine, right? And basically what my business, Instagram right here, is an entrepreneur magazine, right? It has all these entrepreneur things up here. Now, I don't think it's balanced, because I'll get into that in just a second, but you want to make it eye appealing. I have too much white in one area and too much dark in another area, and I can I'm thinking about really focusing on that. But when people come to your account, they want to know exactly, you know, what are you selling? What are you selling, right? Because there's tons of people out there that are just selling a lot of things. So if you can pinpoint exactly what your audience is looking for and put that in your bio, that'll you know, you can get more leads that way. You can probably get more sales that way, or something like that, you know, and basically solve a problem, right? So this is basically an online magazine about their life. Okay, so people want to go to the beach. They want to know. They want about rate this Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates there. It's about, you know, keeping your humility. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, they solve a lot of problems, but you don't see any Gucci belts in sight, right? You know, you're basically also pre-framing people who are coming to your account, right? You're attracting like attracts like, right? And you basically got to know who they are, and basically what are you selling to them, so that you can pinpoint who your audience is and who you're trying to attract into your business, and what kind of problems you're going to solve. Because the people that if you know your audience and you know what their problems are, that makes it so much easier, so you can solve that problem. And if you don't know how to solve that problem, there's plenty of information out there where you can get on it, learn it, test it, tweak it, get results from it, and say, hey, I can solve that problem now, and you can present that. When I first started, I didn't know anything about, well, I knew about traction marketing, but I didn't know exactly how it worked. I never created anything, so I had to learn that. Branding expert, I was struggling for my brand for the longest time. Lead magnet, I had no idea. I didn't know how to build a list for the first 2 years of my business. So you have to learn those things in order to basically solve that problem. Now, we do have a whole bunch of training in MLSP that you can give to them if you have never done Instagram, and you can share that. You can open up an Instagram and say, hey, here's a free product on Instagram. You can do that, sure. But if you want to brand yourself, you want to create content and blog about it, give them something for free, a training, then that just makes it all so much better, because it just gives you instant authority. Instant authority. You become the expert. So when you are selling something, okay, they're going to click on that link. You're going to have to know exactly, they're going to have to know what to do next, basically, right? What are they going to do? Are they going to purchase something? Are they going to opt in their email? Basically, what's the next step, okay, when they click on that? So that's a capture page for cold traffic is what I have there. It does open up in a capture page that says, hey, if you want to get to know about this free coaching, just enter in your email, and then the next page is the video that talks about exactly what they're expected to click on. So it's congruent all the way through. Basically, when they look at your Instagram account, they want to resonate with you, okay? You have to show pictures of the lifestyle that they want, right? I don't have a lot of pictures in here that have too much lifestyle, so I'm going to start doing that. I'm just kind of testing and tweaking, but I don't have a lot of my travel stuff in here, so I'm going to start doing that. But basically, it's a motivational type Instagram is what I got. But it's basically kind of like a formula, right? So there's the business map, and marketing plus goals equals a successful Instagram, okay? So you have to have this business map of, how do you want your Instagram to set up? What do you want them to do? What are you looking for? What problem can you solve? You have to have this map and know how to market it and how to speak that language. And what is your goal? Your goal is to make a sale. Your goal is to capture an email. You will have a successful Instagram. Kind of like if you are going over a lot of information, learning Facebook or learning Instagram or learning Twitter all at the same time, you're going to be all over the place. If you are confusing on one platform, if you bring Twitter language over at Instagram, I don't even know how you can do that, but if you mix them, it's not going to be very successful because you're going to confuse people. Because like I said, Instagram is basically an online magazine, okay? The second key is storytelling. I'm actually going to go to my other account because it's just so much prettier to look at. I think so. But storytelling, there's 4 stories that you could tell to your audience. Okay, my other Instagram, my business Instagram, is education. Right? What can they learn? They can learn mindset. They can learn motivation. They can get inspiration. What moves me? Not me, but that's what they're asking. Like, okay, what moves me? They're going to, they see something and it says, oh my gosh, that moves me. And they're going to go check it out and see what other stuff I have. Right. And basically, what are they getting out of it? So when they come to your Instagram, what do you want them to get out of it? Like my business one is motivational and, basically that entrepreneur magazine. This one, however, I want people to look at something that I've taken pride of and taken pictures of I'm going to brag here because there's my brand. I'm the girl with her Note 4. And I've taken these pictures over years, okay, and I just want to showcase them. And I just want to show people what I could just do with just a Note 4 with a cell phone. My goal is to actually upgrade and get a really nice camera. And my goal is actually do a lot of night shots and just be a traveling photographer. And I want to showcase that. And this is what this Instagram is going to be about. And basically, with this kind of Instagram, what it comes down to is basically science and art, right? There's a science to how you make it balanced and make it look eye-appealing. And just, I think this is just an amazing Instagram. I'm proud of myself. If I go a little bit further, I was kind of figuring it out. You can tell the difference between what you see there and what I was doing before. It wasn't that well balanced. The colors were all over the place. I didn't know how to set it up, okay? But it's basically science and art mixed in together, and you basically put your brand in there, your story, you know what I mean? That's the science of it. And then the online magazine, so this is like the travel magazine, that's the art. You want to show them. You want to share basically both your story and the art at the same time. So it's basically intertwined where you can basically tell a story as you're showing your art. So I hope you guys you understand that. Is there any questions so far? I think I saw a couple of things in the chat. Not really sure. So if everybody's okay. So now let's go to the bio.
I have questions.
Yeah.
They are your own pictures?
Yeah, these are all mine. I don't steal anybody's photos. So there's my chocolate, the Mercy.
Yeah,
the Mercy.
I love Mercy. Okay, and did you write something on there?
Good
like
question.
the bridge? Is there some?
Yep, let's go with like this one. What I want to express about this picture, I can tell people, like, we are shaped by our thoughts, right? Well, what we become and what we think. And the mind is pure, joy follows through the shadow, or when the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. I mean, it's just, it's talking about what I'm showing, shapes, right? And then I want to be motivational, right? So,
okay, and you have Katie Stage on it. How did you make that?
Oh, I follow myself, silly. And I like my own stuff.
No, but how do you make that? How do you put Katie Stage on your picture?
Oh, I'll get to that. I see what you mean. How I, you know, yeah. That's what I like to do. I've always done that. I've been a sketch artist since I was a kid, and I always put my signature somewhere. Kind of hidden. That's obvious, but there's other ones that are hidden, so you can't really
steal your photos.
No, you can't. You can, but I'm gonna know who did it.
Okay, and one more question. Why don't you have a balance?
Oh, what?
The balance in the followers and following.
Oh, well, that's kind of a balance. It's 679 and then 615.
No, the other one.
Oh, look at that. I got a new message, and you guys can totally see that. Oh, gosh,
yeah.
Over here. I'm kind of testing and tweaking that also because, see, I don't have a balance here. That I'm following, you know, Gary Vaynerchuk. Then there's Caleb Maddox. They don't have a balance. They actually have more followers, way more followers than they do following. So I'm testing and tweaking. Okay. I don't know Instagram enough, but I believe that that doesn't matter. Like, I know that Twitter has this thing where if you don't have a balance, that they're going to do something about it and put in, I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe kick you off Twitter. I don't know. But as far as Instagram, I've seen all these people, these huge influencers that have tons of followers don't have that balance. So I don't think it matters. Instagram isn't going to do anything about it. Right?
So it's only matter with Twitter.
I think so. That's what I'm thinking. If anybody else has anything.
On Instagram, you could follow everybody and their mother, and it wouldn't matter. Unless you follow, like, I forget the number. It's a certain amount of people in a day, and you have to literally just be clicking away and just follow. And then they'll stop you from adding any more people, but it's usually like 24 hours that they stop you from adding people. Okay. But it really doesn't matter how many you're following. It's like on my account, I have it, and I'm following, I think, like 5,000 people right now, and I have like 7,000 followers.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Yeah. I don't use, just so you know, right up front, I don't use any programs. I don't use any computer programs.
I cheat. I should clarify that. I cheat. I use program.
Okay. I don't use, this is all me. I follow everybody all 252 followers. I've never used a program on Instagram, so I'm not going to show you guys that. I'll show you what I use as far as how to get this many likes, You know what I mean? I think Andrea, she could probably show us because she doesn't use hashtags. I use hashtags to get followers because I know people like Wonder are using those programs to say, hey, computer, go ahead and follow people who use this hashtag. So I use that to get likes, okay? And I'm just testing and tweaking, right? And by the way, Paulina, does anybody know Paulina? She doesn't use it either. When she likes something, that's her, not a computer. Okay, so she's just like me. And Stackin.co, that's Charles Fuchs. He's the same way. If he's liking something, that means that's him. It's not a computer. And that's who I follow. That's who I resonate with people that don't use that, because then I can follow their lead. What's really cool, real quick, about Instagram, that's something new, is that you can actually like. You see how wait for it, delay. Okay, wait. There it is. So you can heart everybody's comment and you can actually reply. How cool is that? Freaking cool, if you ask me, because then you can get somebody's attention and you can.
Sorry, when did they start with the liking the comment? This
week.
Okay, that's new.
Yeah, within the last couple of days. And what's so funny is that I can kind of call people out, and I know that they have like 37 freaking Instagrams and like use the machine to like follow and get leads and 20K freaking followers. Well, it's not about, you know what I mean? It's like they say something, and I know it's an auto bot saying that, you know what I mean? I post a video and they're like, hey, great pic. I'm like, yeah, even though it's a video, dumbass. Oops. I don't say that. I say it to myself, but I'm like, yeah, thanks, even though it's a photo.
And see, and this smart ass in me would be like, yeah, you should actually like play it and see what else happens.
Yeah, but if you're like someone like, you know, Sonia, who likes to use those schedulers or those auto posters or something, but you can use it, that's fine, because you need to utilize that time, but use it in a correct way. Don't be a dork about it and say, yeah, this is great content, keep up the good work, or something like that. They always say that. Hey,
like my automation is just following people, and it doesn't follow links, it follows different people anyway. But I mean, all my posting and my hashtags and my comments and all that, and that's all me. I have an auto message that goes out to a new follower, but that's it. All my responses are me.
That's awesome. I still haven't done the follower yet. I probably should do that. Yes. But I'll get to that. But you know, it's a work in progress. I'm not in a hurry, right? Because I know I'll get there. So as far as people who use multiple Instagram accounts, they spam. I delete every single spam. If they say, hey, your Instagram looks great, you should follow me, or hey, I'd like to connect, you know, sometimes I don't delete it, but sometimes I do. I'm like, are you serious? You just spammed me? Sometimes they like, you know, if you want free product and they put a link in there, I delete it, and then I actually go to their account and message them and say, hey, I just deleted your spam, by the way. And most of the time they don't respond back because they have 37 accounts and it takes them 7 weeks to freaking respond. You know what I mean? It's not authentic enough for me, and I don't like it. So anyways, I'll get off my rant about bots. You know, they can be used as long as it's utilized in the right way.
Yeah, seriously, you go in there and like spam comment people's freaking photos. Come on now.
Marketers ruin everything. All right. So let's go back to the bio. So the bio, I'm going to show you what I do and how to create a bio where you can get ideas. Now, by the way, it's a good idea to put where you are. Like I put Newport, Minnesota, or Minnesota based on my other one. Okay. So they can relate better. Because you see all these Instagram accounts that you don't know where they are. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they're a real person or a bot or something. It just added that extra authenticity, saying that I actually live somewhere. I'm not fake. I'm not a bot. So you can, if you have a business, let me see if I can search this. Let's go to Ray Higdon real quick. If you have a business, a P.O. box or something, put that in there so people can reach out to you. Put your email in there, right? See how he has his. He's a blogger, podcast trainer. He trains on things, and he says, this is how you can follow me. This is how you can reach out to me. Learn how to recruit more people at. I'm like, oh, cool, instant tips. Awesome. Solves a problem right away. They can figure it out. Okay. So the bio, again, is not about you. People don't care about you. They want to solve their own problem. If they want to follow you, that's fine. You know what I mean? And basically make it like, it's kind of like a marketing funnel in a way for the business account. So basically, what's in it for them and what can they expect? Okay. Number 2 is the about you. If, you know, if there's space, like Ray Higdon, he says about him, he is a trainer, you know, if there's space, talk about you just a little bit, right? Number 3 is where, city and email, he has that. And then I'm actually going to add an email on mine too. Number 4 is basically the glass of champagne is the link, okay, the free class, okay, or the free course, or something for free, a free offer in exchange for an email so that you can basically sell them on a product or service later on. Okay, people love free things. They'll put free things all the time. What I like about Funnelizer is that they have this little box that you can check off in Funnelizer that says, if it's not a real email, you can't access this information. So that's what I love about Funnelizer. I'm seeing a lot of comments. I think I missed 7 of them. I don't know if I can see them. So if anybody has any questions, you can pop in here. Or if you guys are chatting back and forth with each other, that's fine too. But if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute. So basically, let's talk about...
Okay,
yeah.
Maybe I have a question. What's a champagne glass?
What's a what?
You said something about champagne.
Oh, yeah. Basically, the champagne is the free gift. Like, hey, welcome to my Instagram. You know, this is, you know, this looks pretty, and I have, you know, all my information. Here's the champagne glass of...
Okay, I was looking on the screen for a champagne glass.
Sorry.
So,
it's a figure of speech. Sorry. No, I love dorks. It's okay. So it's a figure of speech. It's basically the champagne glass of basically giving them free training. So to get the bio, let me just exit out of here real quick. I'm going to show you. Just Google Instagram bio ideas. They got tons of them. Get inspired. Something that pops out at you that says, hey, this is my personality. This has my, and then tweak it to your own. You know, there's funny ones. There's, you know what I mean? It's like all these eye-popping funny or business ones. You can look up Instagram business bio ideas or whatever. So just get inspired by doing that. Basically the layout, let me go through that. How do I share my screen again? Oh, wait, I already am. Haha. Okay, so I want to talk about the layout real quick, is that when, let's see, basically what I learned is that you want to keep it balanced. So if you guys can, this is a perfect example here. So I kept the blues separate. See how I did that? I kept the blues separate. There's the blue Lamborghini, there's the blue squiggly lines, then there's the blue sky with the palm trees. And I actually have another picture of palm trees. Let me just...
Yes, I have a question about that.
Yes.
I've looked to someone's profile, or how you see a start page, and they have like one picture and it's cut in 9 pieces.
Oh, you're talking about like that? Wait for it. Wait
Okay.
for it.
Oh yeah. Can you see? Okay, I will shut up.
No, no, you're so cute. Oh yeah, you got it like that, right? So that's 9 photos cut. So it's, you know what I mean? So it looks like a big picture. Is that what you mean, Maria?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a program that you can download that is called, I think I deleted it off my phone to make space, but it's a grid. Like, let me see if I can, well, you got to go to your Google Play Store or something like that. Let me see if I can search it real quick. Play Store. You guys are getting some golden nuggets here, I think, or am I like the last one to know always? Anyways.
Oh, I'm writing everything down.
Oh, okay. Upgrade. Instagrids. Oh wait, this is the one. The third one down, it's Instagrid for Instagram. That's the one I used. So use that. Cat, get out of here. Cover up my chocolate so I don't get cat fur all over it. So Instagram or Instagrid for Instagram, that's what I used. Basically what it does, it takes your photo of a certain size. So you have to get it a certain size, have it on your phone, you upload it, and another screen pops up, and you see how it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has those 9 grids, and the 1 is highlighted. It'll say, okay, we're at number 1. You upload it into Instagram, you go through the whole thing, it uploads, and then it'll go back to that app and say, okay, now we're on number 2. So number 2 is highlighted. And then you keep uploading each picture until you either have 6 or 9. I don't really know. I only have 6 on my other photo because it was, you know, not as tall. So you guys can use that. So yeah, use that. So it's Instagrid for Instagram. Say that 3 times fast. Okay. So, oh, I had 5. I'm sorry. I had 5 keys to monetize, and I don't have 5. I'm sorry. I only got, oh no, I do have 5. So I went through, the profile isn't about you, and then storytelling, it's about science and art. Basically, it's a magazine. Then there's the bio. Number 4 is the layout of the Instagram. You want to make it balanced, right? To make it look eye-popping and separate colors. You don't want too much white in one area. You don't want too much dark in the other area. You just want to make it look really nice.
Okay, Katie?
Yes. Yes.
I don't get that.
You don't get what?
Can you change the pictures? The order, how do you say it?
I don't think you can. So I'm going to show you a secret in a second. So the layout, actually I'll show it to you right now since we're on that. What I use, again, I've showed this before, is PixArt. Wait for it, it'll show on the screen. Wait for it. Still waiting. There it is. Okay, so right on the top right there, it says PixArt. So I use that. I open it up. Wait for it. Okay, now I think I know how Andrea feels. This is really frustrating. I select the pink plus in the middle, below that fancy looking t-shirt. Ooh, they changed it just today. I was just playing with it today. All right, so I go to collage. Wait for it, there it is. So I go to collage. Whoops, yeah, it changed. Okay, so then another screen comes up and I go to grid. Wait for it. There's grid. Select photos to create a collage. Now they changed everything. I am so sorry, you guys. This is like not fair. Seriously, folks. I don't know what happened. But anyways, I'll show you a picture. Oh boy. I'll have to figure out how to do it and then I can show you guys later. But let me just show you the screenshot of the grid I already made. So you can see the next 3 photos that I'm going to do. Wait for it. So there's the grid. I just basically put this in a grid, entered in the photos. I can change it, move them around the way I want them. So I separated the blues, separated the pine trees, separated, you know, the bench with the other thing, and then the 2 darks on the top left and then the bottom right. I separated those. I saw the chocolate kind of looked like the bench, so I put it up, you know, separated those 2 so they don't look the same. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like if you have an artistic side or a creative side to yourself, like a more, you know, or you want to learn how. This is a great way to do it. What does it look? You know, does it look eye appealing? How does it look to you? You know what I mean? So this is my way of putting my content out there, you know, setting it up ahead of time without putting it out there. So I know what it looks like on my Instagram. So I can make less mistakes, right? And then I just put like something motivational or something like that with the picture. So basically, the last tip, what's that?
Yes. So you are making that picture. It's nice that it's gone now.
Okay.
And then you upload the pictures in that order, or
Yep. Because what I do is I go to, let's just go real quick. I'll show you the steps. I open up PixArt again.
so. But then you upload 9 pictures in one time.
Nope. I just do one at a time. Throughout the day, you know, throughout the day, I just do one picture at a time. So when I go back to PixArt here, I hit the pink plus sign.
Okay, yes, I understand, but like me, I do it once a day. I do it once a day.
That's okay.
So, but can I rearrange after, or?
No, well, if you delete it. So you're basically setting up 9 posts right away because you want it the way you want it, just like how you saw my picture. I had it exactly the way I want it. I don't plan on changing it. So that's the order I'm going to upload it. So I have 9 posts. That's like basically 9 days of like easy posting, right? Or if you want to do 3 times a day, you got 3 photos that you load up. And then tomorrow would be the next 3 photos. And then you can go back into PixArt and set up the grid again and go ahead of time and always be ahead of yourself, I guess.
Okay, and you don't use automation, or?
Uh-uh.
And what about buffer? Do you use that?
I don't use buffer. I don't like buffer with Instagram because you...
No. Okay. And so you do that okay.
I'm physically uploading. I'm taking the time to physically do it anyways. And I think, you know, when I used to use schedulers, I had to set up the post anyways. And I'm like, why am I doing that? I can just, throughout the day, I can just post anyway. So I just don't use schedulers because it just works for me not to use the scheduler. Okay. So I don't use...
You are always on your phone.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any kids.
Yeah, you lucky bastard.
Oh my god, that's funny. And she mutes after that.
No.
And I get yelled at all the time. My sister yells at me, my dad yells at me, my cat yells at me.
Yeah, you can talk easy. Yeah.
Sorry.
Cats are not the same. I'm just going out there. I'm with Maria on this one. It's not the same.
So,
I love my kids, by the way, but sometimes I get, how do you say it, jealous of someone like Katie.
Yeah.
So let's keep back on track real quick.
Sometimes I feel like I understand why Britney Spears shaved her head. So, you know.
Oh. Somebody keep all the umbrellas away from you. All right. And wear panties when you're coming out of a car, please. All right. So,
oh, God. That's a whole other story. We're not going there.
Oh, God. She's got a story for that. Okay. So you can see on I'm in Instagram. So, or not Instagram, PixArt. So I'm in PixArt, and there's my grid. You guys can see my grid right there that has my photos that are coming up due. And so this is what I do. So the bench is next. So I click on the bench. Or tap it. I don't click it. I'm on my phone. And then, wait for it. This is so slow. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And then I scroll and I hit the draw, little pencil. So this is like a little deal that kind of scrolls. So I hit draw. And then I already have, let's see. Okay, I hit the little, wait for it. There's a delay. I want you guys to see it. So right there, there's a T with the little squiggly line. So I click on that, and then it comes up, comes up to a screen where I can put my text in. So I basically put in my text, and then I find my little font that I want. There's my little font. I make it smaller. You guys can't see that, but that's okay. And then I can just use my finger to put it in the photo somewhere. Wait for it. Or I can use my stylus. That's what I like about my Note 4. So I can just put it, I redid it. Hold on a second, I think. Oh no, make it look kind of nicer. So I just kind of put my name in there. It's mine.
Wow, that's great, Katie.
Ah, thank you. And then I on the top right, I'm gonna hit the check mark, and I'm gonna say, okay, I still like that. There's other things that I can edit with, but I'm not gonna do that for now. Wait for it. I don't want to be ahead of myself because the screen's slow. And then the white arrow, or the white circle with the arrow, I'm saying go ahead. And this is what's so cool about PicsArt, is that you can now share this content on any other social media site. I choose to use it on Instagram. Wait for it. There it is. So I hit the Instagram, or I choose the Instagram. I can save it to my gallery, my wallpaper, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, whatever I want. So now I'm on Instagram. Here I am on Instagram. So now I can take it and resize it. And this was so cool about Instagram, is that you can have the wide view photo, and it'll still upload. Well, I'll explain that in just a second. So there's the photo I want. I click on the blue. This is where you can put in the filters. You guys probably know about that. All my photos, I don't do any filters, and that's one of my hashtags that I use, is no filter. Okay, so I hit the blue next, and you guys can recognize this, that you write a caption, you put in your hashtags. Let me see if I have it in my clipboard. Okay, good. You guys can see it when it comes up. I have 2 saved in my clipboard. There's one for entrepreneur, for my business one. I always use those hashtags. Sometimes I add travel, or no, I have travel in there. Sometimes I add other things in there, something like that. And then on the right there, it says photo, photos, pics. You know, these are all top hashtags that people use on Instagram. Okay, so I put that in there. And then I'll just type something.
Katie, can I ask you, where did you have all those hashtags stored?
Yeah, I haven't stored in my phone. I use with my phone. I have this S Note. It's called. It's basically an. I'll show it to you in a second.
I have the same phone as you. Yeah. Okay.
Nah, I'll just say sit back and relax daily. So now I'm going to share it. And it's finishing up, and then there it is. So when I go back to my, wait for it. So when I go back to my, so I gotta like right away, because I know people are using bots. So it really doesn't mean anything to me unless they're on that moment, unless they're on Instagram that moment and they actually liked it. And I'm pretty sure Andrea's gonna, if she's still on here, I don't know, but maybe she'll be on Instagram. She's liking my stuff too. Thanks, Andrea. So there's my next photo, and it may not look the way I want it yet, because I still have 2 more photos to upload in order to have my already planned out grid, if that makes sense. So, and that's what it looks like. And that's pretty much all I do. So basically, the last point I want to make, the last key point I want to make is that when people are at your Instagram, they're going to see the first 12 photos. What are those top 9 to 12 photos are going to tell? Okay, always keep that in mind. That's why I'm using that grid in PicsArt to plan ahead. What story do I want to tell? Right? Okay, so you just want to, when they come to their profile, it's gonna tell a story. And basically it starts with what do they want, and it ends with how can I help? Right? So Instagram, get out of here. I got a message. Instagram It was started for what? It's art. It really is art. So that's why the language is important on every single platform. Instagram wants art. There's a lot of people who are killing it on Instagram because they're fashion. That's how they got their start. They have a Facebook account, but they never post there because this is where they are. This is where they're at. Because this is what the language speaks, okay? If they're in art, right? What they don't know is basically what they want is, what they don't know is that they want what you're selling. So your job on Instagram is tell that story. When somebody comes to your Instagram, you're going to tell a story, and all of a sudden they're like, holy crap, I want that, I want that, right? So basically, when they come to your Instagram, they don't know it yet, but they're going to want what you're selling, as long as you do it right, okay? As long as you're telling the right story and you get them in, okay? So it could just be one of those, people probably visit, if they're on Instagram, they probably visit so many different Instagram accounts. They're going to come expecting to be just another Instagram because they're just checking it out. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, wow, this is what I've been looking for. But they didn't know it yet until they had to visit. And it's your job as a marketer to tell that story and get people sucked in. Tell them your story. So, was I going to show? Oh, yeah, the S note. So there's my S note. I use my S note for everything.
Okay, and I have another question.
Good, I love your questions.
You have no, go back.
Oh, okay, I'm going back. Hold on.
You have 2 Instagram accounts.
Yes.
One is where you have MN based, and it says entrepreneur, travel entrepreneur. Yep. But those are your other Instagram account isn't linked. So
you don't have a link on my my traveling one?
Yeah. So is it that you go back to the other one with
Yes, ma'am. Got it. Going.
Yeah. Wait for it.
Exactly.
So you have here traveling entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So people will get maybe your intention is that people get interested that you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and it does create curiosity. They can easily hit that message button and ask me, well, what do you do? It does create curiosity.
Does it happen?
Not yet, because I just basically started this. So it hasn't happened yet because I'm finding that I'm dealing with a lot of bots. And so if I start following people, they're going to start having that instant message. I got sick of that too, of sending instant messages saying, hey, follow me here, or click on this link. So I got sick of that. So I stopped following people. Really, that's just the whole point why I stopped following people. Hello, I have to watch my language now.
Okay, so and how long do you have this account? Because you have 169 posts.
Well, this account I've had forever. Everything that you see, all these numbers that you see are personally by me, not by a bot, okay? All the people I'm following, I used to, when I first started this, the Catherine Stage one, that was my business one, but I completely deleted like 200 pictures. I had like a ton of pictures. And I decided to change this to my traveling one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I actually shut this one down. I stopped it. Because what you can do with an Instagram account is you can completely make it invisible. So in my moments of trying to find myself and find my brand, I created the other account to start over. So when I started over, I started figuring out Instagram here and there as I was learning Facebook. You know, I wasn't really focused on Instagram at all, right? I don't know if I've gotten leads because I haven't really tracked anything quite yet. I'm not saying that, you know, this is going to be the answer to all. But if you are getting leads from your Instagram, I'd like to know, you know, I want you to teach this group on how you're doing that. But this is what I'm finding. This part of this training is to tell you how to tell your story, basically how to set up your Instagram account so it looks eye-appealing, so it looks more professional and it's not all over the place, kind of like, you know, my other Instagram account. It's pretty much all over the place. I'm not, right?
Okay, and well, doesn't matter. You made that grid. You make the 9 pictures.
Yeah.
And then you don't post on it till you have another grid, or because.
Well, I post every day. I do post every day. And
after 9 days, you're gonna make a grid again, and then you're gonna post that. Oh
yeah, it's forever. You know, it's like if you decide to have an Instagram account, and what are your goals? If it's to the business one, it's to get leads into the business, or to share content or something like that in exchange of an email. As long as you're in business, you're always going to post, so people know you're active. So basically, I'm doing this until I die. So I'm always going to be on Facebook, and I'm always going to tweak it, or Instagram. Whoops. I'm always going to tweak it and always do that. But with my traveling, my traveling one, I plan on keeping it because I want to showcase just a story there, and I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to give away for free yet and how to bring people in. So that's just something that I have to figure out. I just want to show you basically using hashtags and just trying to, you know, get some eyeballs on you as a brand. Okay? Basically as a brand. And getting people curious, like, especially if you have a name like Maria Asghani, that's just the look at it. People are going to remember that, or at least I will, right? People are going to remember, oh, Katie Stage, right? They're going to know the name.
Okay,
Katie?
so, oh.
Yeah.
Katie, can I ask something?
Yes.
I used to do it like in April Maria Tucker taught, like doing 3 per day,
Mm-hmm.
and to do 3 motivational
On my
quotes,
business,
something?
yeah, on my business, I only
On
do,
the business, yeah, on the
I
business.
only do once a day.
Yeah, I'm doing it 3 times a day, and as she told us to do, it's 3 motivational ones,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 like personal stuff, like a picture of the family or of the dog or whatever,
Okay.
or your lifestyle, and the 3rd one, it's the 6th one actually,
Mm-hmm.
something about the business,
Okay.
like talking about a workshop or something like that.
Okay.
And I'm lately not that much, but I used to get leads out of that.
Okay.
I do it 3 motivational, 2 private thing, and then 1 business, and then repeating all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's good. I'm glad you said that because I just starting to figure this out, you know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share something that is my strong suit is to tell a story, basically kind of tell a story and make it look pretty, I guess. I just don't know. I haven't really dived into any training to figure out, you know, what I should post. I just wanted to make it look nice.
Yeah, no, but it's nice. I'm sure you're attracting people like that. No.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad. And if there's a time, eventually, Jovi, if you want to take a time on a Saturday when you can, is to train a little bit on what you know on Instagram, that would be helpful. So that would be very helpful. So I went through this training, this free training on Instagram, and what she said completely made sense. And that's when I basically realized that you can tell your story on any platform. It's just the language that you have to use. Like I said, Instagram is like a magazine. right? So you have to tell a story, and I just like things just to look nice, I guess. But so yeah, I hope you guys got some value out of that.